The Enchanted Tides. Having unlocked the secrets of the celestial peaks, Tobian and Nivara found themselves drawn toward the distant sound of crashing waves and the scent of salt in the air. The celestial orb's light began to pulse rhythmically, guiding them down from the mountains and toward the vast, glittering ocean. This time, the magic leads us to the sea, Tobian mused as they reached the coastline. Before them stretched an endless expanse of blue, the waves gently lapping at the shore. The horizon shimmered with a mysterious light, as if hiding secrets beneath its surface. Nivara looked out at the ocean, her expression thoughtful. To journey across the ocean's depths, I'll need to change once more. She stepped to the water's edge, where her transformation began. Her hair turned a deep, oceanic blue, flowing like water and shimmering with iridescent scales. Her eyes became the color of seafoam green, filled with the mystery of the deep. Her skin took on a soft, pearlescent glow, resembling the surface of a seashell. Her gown transformed into a flowing dress made of water and seaweed, adorned with tiny pearls and coral. Nivara had become the spirit of the Enchanted Tides. Tobian watched in admiration as she completed her transformation. You look like a queen of the ocean. Let's see what mysteries the sea holds for us. As they ventured into the water, the waves seemed to part for Nivara, and the ocean welcomed them with open arms. The celestial orb continued to guide them, its light reflecting off the surface of the water like a beacon. They boarded a small, enchanted boat that appeared on the shore, its wood carved with intricate designs of sea creatures and enchanted runes. As they sailed out into the open sea, the water beneath them began to shimmer with bioluminescent life, creating a glowing path that led them deeper into the ocean's heart. This ocean is alive with magic, Tobian observed, watching the glowing fish and sea creatures swim alongside their boat. There's an entire world beneath the waves. Nivara nodded, her senses attuned to the ocean's energy. We need to dive deeper to uncover its secrets. As they sailed further, the ocean began to change, the water growing darker and the waves more intense. The celestial orb's light guided them toward a massive whirlpool, its swirling waters glowing with a strange, ethereal light. This whirlpool must be the entrance to the underwater realm, Tobian said, gripping the side of the boat. We need to descend into it. With Nivara's guidance, they navigated the whirlpool's powerful currents, allowing the magic of the Enchanted Tides to carry them safely into its depths. The whirlpool pulled them into an underwater cave, where the water was calm and the light of the orb illuminated a hidden city below. The city was a marvel of ancient architecture, with towering coral spires, glowing crystals, and domed structures built from seashells and pearls. It was a city lost to time, hidden beneath the ocean's surface. This place is incredible, Nivara whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. It's like an entire civilization lived here, untouched by the surface world. As they explored the city, they discovered ancient murals and carvings that told the story of a powerful oceanic artifact known as the Trident of Tides. The trident was said to hold the power to control the seas and the life within them, and it had been hidden away by the city's rulers to protect it from those who would misuse its power. We need to find the trident, Tobian said, examining the carvings. It could be the key to unlocking the ocean's deepest mysteries. Nivara agreed, her gaze lingering on the mural depicting the trident. The artifact is likely hidden in the heart of the city, protected by powerful magic. They followed the clues left by the ancient inhabitants, navigating through the city's submerged corridors and chambers. Along the way, they encountered various trials, magical barriers, sea creatures guarding the passageways, and puzzles that required both their skills to solve. Finally, they reached a grand chamber at the center of the city, where the Trident of Tides was enshrined. The trident was a magnificent weapon, its 3 prongs glowing with the power of the ocean. It was surrounded by a protective barrier of swirling water, infused with powerful magic. "This is it," Tobian said, his voice filled with awe. The Trident of Tides. Nivara approached the barrier, her oceanic form resonating with the magic protecting the trident. As she reached out to touch the barrier, it responded to her presence, allowing her to pass through. With Tobian's help, they carefully retrieved the trident, its power thrumming through the water like the heartbeat of the ocean. The moment Nivara grasped it, the underwater city seemed to come alive, its lights glowing brighter and the water around them becoming calmer. "The trident holds immense power," Nivara said, feeling the weight of the artifact in her hands. "With this, we can unlock the ocean's secrets and protect its magic." As they left the chamber, the whirlpool that had brought them into the city began to reverse, guiding them back to the surface. The ocean seemed to bow to the trident's power, the waves parting to allow them safe passage. "This has been another extraordinary adventure," Tobian said as they reached the surface, the sun setting on the horizon. "The Trident of Tides will guide us to new discoveries." Nivara smiled, her gaze reflecting the ocean's endless possibilities. "The world is vast, and there are still many wonders to explore beneath the waves." With the Trident of Tides in their possession and the ocean's magic at their command, Tobian and Nivara prepared to continue their journey, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The Whispering Sands. With the Trident of Tides securely in their possession, Tobian and Nivara left the enchanted ocean behind and began their journey toward the Whispering Sands, a vast desert known for its shifting dunes and ancient secrets buried beneath the golden sands. The celestial orb, now harmonized with the power of the trident, guided them across the arid landscape, its light flickering like a mirage in the heat of the desert sun. The Whispering Sands are said to be home to an ancient temple that holds the knowledge of the desert's mysteries, Tobian explained as they trudged through the dunes. But it's also a place where the sands themselves seem to have a life of their own. Nivara gazed out at the endless sea of dunes, her expression contemplative. "To navigate the desert and uncover its secrets, I'll need to transform once more." She found a secluded spot where the winds swirled around her, and her transformation began. Her hair turned a warm, sandy blonde, flowing like the shifting dunes. Her eyes became a deep, golden amber, reflecting the warmth of the sun and the mystery of the desert. Her skin took on a sun-kissed glow, with patterns resembling the intricate designs of desert sands. Her gown transformed into a flowing robe of light, breathable fabric, adorned with golden accents that shimmered like the sun's rays. Nivara had become the spirit of the Whispering Sands. Tobian admired her new form, his eyes filled with appreciation. "You look like you belong to the desert itself. Let's see what the sands have to reveal." As they ventured deeper into the desert, the heat became more intense, and the dunes seemed to shift and change with every step. The winds carried soft, whispering voices, as if the desert was speaking to them, guiding them toward their destination. "The desert is alive," Nivara observed, her senses attuned to the magic around them. "The sands are speaking to us, but we must listen carefully to understand their message." They followed the whispers, which grew louder as they approached a towering dune that seemed to stretch up to the sky. At its base, they discovered an ancient stone tablet half buried in the sand, covered in symbols that glowed faintly in the sunlight. "This tablet must be a clue," Tobian said, brushing the sand off the symbols. "But the language is ancient, older than any we've encountered." Nivara knelt beside the tablet, her golden eyes studying the symbols. "The sands have preserved this knowledge for centuries. If we can decipher it, we may find the way to the hidden temple. Using her connection to the desert, Nivara focused on the symbols, allowing the magic of the Whispering Sands to guide her understanding. Slowly, the meaning of the symbols became clear, a map of the desert, leading to a location far beyond the reach of ordinary travelers. This map shows the path to the Temple of the Sun, Nivara said, tracing the symbols with her fingers. But the journey will be treacherous, and we'll need to rely on the magic of the sands to find our way. With the map as their guide, Tobian and Nivara continued their journey across the desert, navigating the shifting dunes and avoiding the treacherous mirages that sought to lead them astray. The celestial orb and the trident of tides both glowed faintly, their magic resonating with the ancient power of the Whispering Sands. As they neared their destination, the air grew still, and the desert seemed to hold its breath. Before them, a massive stone structure emerged from the sands, a grand temple with towering pillars and intricate carvings that glowed with the light of the sun. "This must be the Temple of the Sun," Tobian said, his voice filled with awe. "It's been hidden away by the sands for millennia." Nivara approached the entrance, her golden form glowing in harmony with the temple's light. "The temple holds the knowledge of the sun and the secrets of the desert. But it is also protected by powerful magic." The entrance to the temple was sealed by a massive stone door, inscribed with symbols similar to those on the tablet. As Nivara approached, the door began to glow, responding to her presence. "The door requires the power of the Whispering Sands to open," Tobian said, watching as the symbols glowed brighter. Nivara extended her hand, allowing the desert's magic to flow through her. As she touched the door, it slowly began to open, revealing a grand chamber bathed in golden light. Inside, they found ancient artifacts, sunlit crystals, and scrolls containing the knowledge of the desert's magic. In the center of the chamber was a large, golden disk, glowing with the power of the sun. It was the Sunstone, an artifact that held the key to controlling the desert's magic and unlocking the temple's greatest secrets. "This is the Sunstone," Nivara said, her voice reverent. "With this, we can harness the power of the sun and the desert." As she touched the Sunstone, it began to resonate with her magic, filling the chamber with a warm, golden light. The symbols on the walls glowed brighter, revealing hidden passages and secrets that had been lost to time. "The Sunstone holds the knowledge of the desert's ancient civilization," Tobian said, examining the scrolls. "With this, we can unlock the secrets of the Whispering Sands." As they explored the temple, they uncovered more of the desert's hidden knowledge, maps of lost cities, records of ancient rituals, and the history of a civilization that once thrived under the sun's watchful gaze. With the Sunstone in their possession and the knowledge of the Whispering Sands at their command, Tobian and Nivara prepared to leave the temple, their hearts filled with the warmth of the sun and the promise of new adventures. The Forest of Echoes. After leaving the Temple of the Sun with the Sunstone in their possession, Tobian and Nivara found themselves drawn to a new destination, a dense, ancient forest known as the Forest of Echoes. This forest, shrouded in mist and mystery, was said to be a place where the past and present intertwined, where ancient voices whispered secrets to those who could listen. As they entered the forest, the air grew cooler, and the light of the Sunstone began to dim, its golden glow replaced by the soft, eerie light filtering through the thick canopy. The trees here were ancient and towering, their branches twisted and gnarled, covered in a thick layer of moss. The ground was soft with fallen leaves, and the sound of their footsteps was muffled by the dense undergrowth. "This forest feels different from anywhere we've been," Tobian remarked, looking around at the towering trees. "There's a powerful magic here, something old and primal." Nivara nodded, sensing the ancient energy that permeated the forest. The Forest of Echoes is said to be a place where time itself is fluid. The past lingers here, waiting to be uncovered. She paused, then looked at Tobian with determination. I need to change once more, to attune myself to the magic of this place. Nivara found a quiet glade where the mist swirled around her, and her transformation began. Her hair turned a deep, silvery green, like the leaves of the ancient trees, with streaks of misty grey. Her eyes became a soft, a luminous silver, reflecting the light of the moon and stars hidden above the canopy. Her skin took on a pale, ethereal glow, as if she were a spirit of the forest. Her gown transformed into a flowing robe made of delicate leaves and vines, adorned with silver thread that shimmered like the mist. Nivara had become the spirit of the Forest of Echoes. Tobian watched her transformation with admiration, sensing the deep connection she now had with the forest. You've become one with the echoes of this place. Let's see what secrets the forest holds. As they ventured deeper into the forest, the mist grew thicker, and the trees seemed to close in around them. The air was filled with soft whispers, as if the forest itself was speaking to them, guiding them towards something hidden. The echoes of the past are strong here, Nivara said, her voice soft and reverent. The forest remembers everything that has ever happened within its boundaries. They followed the whispers, which led them to a massive tree at the heart of the forest. This tree was larger and older than any they had seen before, its roots spreading out like a web, and its trunk covered in intricate carvings and symbols that glowed faintly in the mist. This must be the Tree of Echoes, Tobian said, placing a hand on the trunk. The heart of the forest's magic. Nivara approached the tree, her eyes fixed on the glowing symbols. The tree holds the memories of the forest. If we can unlock its secrets, we may uncover knowledge that has been lost to time. As she touched the tree, the symbols began to glow brighter, and the whispers grew louder, filling the air with ancient voices. The forest around them seemed to come alive, the trees rustling as if in anticipation. The tree is responding to your magic, Tobian observed, watching as the symbols pulsed with light. Nivara focused on the symbols, allowing the magic of the Forest of Echoes to flow through her. As she did, the tree began to reveal its secrets, a vision of a hidden chamber deep within its roots, where an ancient artifact was said to be hidden. This artifact holds the key to unlocking the full power of the forest's magic, Nivara said, her voice filled with determination. We need to find it. They followed the vision, descending into the heart of the tree through a hidden passage that led deep underground. The air grew cooler and more damp as they ventured deeper, the walls of the passage covered in glowing moss and ancient carvings. Finally, they reached the hidden chamber, a large cavern illuminated by a soft, greenish glow. At the center of the chamber was a stone pedestal, upon which rested an ancient, intricately carved wooden staff. The staff was adorned with glowing symbols, similar to those on the Tree of Echoes, and radiated a powerful, ancient magic. This is the Staff of Echoes, Tobian said, his voice filled with awe. It's connected to the forest's memory and the magic of time itself. Nivara approached the staff, her hand hovering over it. With this staff, we can unlock the echoes of the past and uncover the secrets hidden within the forest. As she grasped the staff, the chamber filled with a resonant hum, and the walls seemed to shimmer and blur, as if time itself was bending around them. Visions of the forest's history flashed before their eyes, ancient rituals, forgotten civilizations, and the rise and fall of those who had once lived within the forest's boundaries. The staff allows us to see into the past, Nivara said, her voice filled with wonder. But it also holds the power to shape the future. With the Staff of Echoes in their possession, Tobian and Nivara knew they had unlocked a powerful tool that would aid them in their journey. The forest had revealed its secrets to them, and they were ready to continue their adventures, guided by the knowledge of the past and the promise of the future. As they emerged from the forest, the mist began to clear, and the light of the sunstone grew brighter once more. The echoes of the past lingered in the air, but Tobian and Nivara were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, their hearts filled with the magic of the forest.